Call to order the Borough of White Oak meeting of council, June 15th, 2026 at 7:33 p.m. Sorry for the delay, guys. Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Councilman Kambakis.
Here.
Councilwoman Secretary Morris.
Present.
Mayor Markle.
Here.
Councilwoman Schroeder.
Here.
Councilman Davis.
Here.
Councilwoman Corpse.
Here.
Councilman Ingfeld.
Here.
Councilwoman DePaul.
Present.
We have a quorum.
Thank you, Mary Ann. I'd like to introduce Bob McTiernan, who'll be sitting in for Ashley Pachowski, our solicitor today. Okay, I need to make a motion to approve the minutes from May 11th, 2026
So moved.
council workshop meeting and May 18th, 2026 council meeting.
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. Executive session with Bob.
Yes, there was an executive session held, and it was for purposes of personnel issues exclusively
Thank you, Bob.
and collective bargaining.
Public comment. Under the Pennsylvania Sunshine Act, 65 PA CS 710.1, public participation, the Borough of White Oak will provide an opportunity for residents and taxpayers of the borough to make public comments. Comments are limited to 3 minutes. We have signed up Nick Gates. Ready?
Hi, everybody. I live at 3319 Eisenhower Drive, and for at least the last 4 months, I'm assuming longer, I've had water coming into my backyard from off of my property, and it's flooding out large portions of the yard, ruining my landscaping. I have mud everywhere. I can't let my dog outside off a leash. My neighbor has the same problems too. They have a French drain, and water flows through it onto the street down our hill all day, every day. The problem gets worse every day. I've gotten in touch with the water company, I don't even know how many times, and they've done nothing about it. I can't get anyone to do anything.
When you go by, so are you on the right-hand side or left-hand side? Are you up the hill?
Going up, I'm on the left-hand side.
Are you
Closer
above
to-
Hill Street or below? Are
What's
you
that?
above Hill Street or below?
Technically above,
Okay.
I think. Yeah, so I don't know, I just want to bring that to your attention, because I'm out of ideas.
So the Dearborn's up above, just.
No, as far as I know, there's nothing up there. with the
No,
water company.
Hill Street is behind them, and we had an issue with a resident a couple doors down from you. And we had our people go up there and see what was happening, and they suspect the people on Hill Street are having their rainwater go down in the rear of their yard instead of into the street.
I don't know if it's rainwater. This is all day, every day. If you stand in my yard, you can hear the water.
You're
Chris
going
said
up, right, you're going up the hill, is it?
33.
So you're
On the
almost
right
across
hand?
Dearborn, Horizon's behind you.
Horizon's behind me, Dearborn is opposite me. Yeah.
Okay.
I live right, if you come down Dearborn, my house is the second one straight ahead to the left. Now my neighbors who live straight across from Dearborn, they have the same issue too. They have to push water twice a day into the drain or else their yard floods.
And they have the hillside right behind them as well.
Yeah.
Right.
We can send our code enforcer to your location.
That would be great.
How long has this been going on?
At least 4 months. I think it started in the winter. I could hear water running, but I wasn't sure if that was just snow melting. So
Has Public Works been up there to talk to you at all or anything?
I don't know. The only time I had someone come to the house was when I first made the complaint. The water company sent a serviceman. That was it.
There was no right of way up there. There was supposedly some catch basins up there that, down further towards Hill Street that they were having problems with. I don't know if it goes all the way up that way or not. Would you mind sharing with me your, from Pennsylvania
Thank you, Nick.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Mayor's report.
Thank you, Mr. Hart. May 2026, a 16 alarm calls both business and residents, 3 warrant arrests, 145 total traffic stops, 62 traffic citations issued, 19 vehicle accidents, 12 domestic-related incidents, 8 welfare checks, 15 animal complaints, 19 total criminal arrests, including warrants, 1 retail theft, 4 DUI, 8 drug-related, 1 public drunkenness, 2 disorderly conduct, 1 harassment. Total report incidents, 356. I have a report to give about our White Oak Library. Our library located at the Heritage Hill Complex is a diamond in the rough. A lot of people aren't even aware that we have a library in White Oak. Well, we do. The side porch of the library has been recently renovated with new windows, air conditioning, heating, new floor, and walls. Now, this room can be used for children's hour, for adult book reviews, and of course, meetings. So with all this being said, come and visit your library, get a book, and enjoy reading. That concludes my report.
Standing committee reports. Finance, Mr. Chuck Davis.
Thank you, Lori. Your treasurer's report, got to count balances here. Beginning balance is $5,544,564.09. Actual revenues, $2,414,537.95. Actual expenditures are $468,788.94. And the fund balance is $7,492,334.71. Motion, I have a motion to approve that.
Motion on the floor, do I have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
A motion approving the check register for the month of May, which includes electronic fund transfers and general fund checks in the following ranges: 52908 to 53060, and 100019, and 100021, totaling $446,230.77.
Motion on the floor, do I have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Also have a motion authorizing the following interfund transfers for the month of May. From liquid fuels to general fund, $13,535.82. Solid waste to general fund, $607. Post retirement to general fund, $8,415.35. Total transfers, $615,698.98.
Motion on the floor, do I have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
That concludes my report.
Thank you, Chuck. Health, Environment, Cable, and Technology, Ms. Jan Sports.
Thank you. I have 3 motions tonight. The first motion is to issue final payment with BNS Web Creations for website development services.
Motion on the floor, do I have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Second motion is to enter into contract with Course Vector for web hosting and design services in an amount of $3,160 and authorize the borough manager to execute the contract on behalf of the borough.
Motion on the floor, do I have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
And then the final motion is to amend our contract with Shiloh Services, Inc. to include email services in the amount of $192 a month.
Motion on the floor, do I have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Jan. Parks and Recreation with Ms. Amy Ferranis.
Thank you, Lauren. The White Oak Community Yard Sale is scheduled for Saturday, June 20th from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. If you want to participate, please contact Michelle at the Borough office to be placed on the list. I have 3 motions. Motion to approve pay request number 1 submitted by Mern Incorporated in the amount of $92,628 for the pickleball court development project as recommended by the borough engineer, and authorize the borough manager to execute the pay request on behalf of the borough.
Motion on the floor, do I have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
The next motion is a motion to approve a lease agreement with Big Black Grill for the operations of the concession stand located at the Heritage Hill Park Pool Facility, and authorize the president and borough manager to execute the agreement on behalf of the borough.
Motion on the floor, do I have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Finally, have a motion to accept the proposal in the amount of $3,500 from RC Haywood Refrigeration Service Incorporated to install a grease trap located at the concession stand located at the Heritage Hill Park Pool Facility.
Motion on the floor, do I have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Finally, the Veterans Memorial Project Buy a Brick campaign is still active. Please go to our website for more details and ordering instructions. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Amy. White Oak Senior Citizens Update, George Mavakis.
Thank you, Lori. Last Wednesday, we ended our 4th year of operation with our summer picnic, and we were entertained by Jane West. Our year 5 starts in August. Until then, we will have yoga on Mondays and Wednesdays, and the coffee hours will be announced as available. The full schedule of our events is on our Facebook page, and you can see the schedule of events that run through the end of the year. Thank you.
Thank you, George. White Oak Athletic Association, League. Baseball Tots finished up this past weekend. It was a huge success. We would like to, and they're actually considering a fall session. We'd like to thank Lydia Kincaid for proposing and running with this program. She did a great job. Also, baseball playoffs are starting next week. 3 of our softball teams are in the playoffs beginning this week. Also, we have basketball 3-on-3s is rolling pretty well. They go Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 5 to 8 p.m. And also, one of our boys basketball teams just won a tournament in 2 different age divisions in a Juneteenth Youth Fest in Pittsburgh 2 weekends ago. And that's all for my report. Next, we have planning, zoning, and codes with Ms. Samantha Wallace.
Thank you, President Schroeder. I'm going to read some highlights from the Code Enforcement Department report for May 2026. The following inspections were conducted: 27 occupancy inspections, 12 occupancy re-inspections, 5 rental inspections, 6 complaint inspections, 12 violation inspections, new violations, and 15 follow-up inspections. The following permits, certificates, or notices were issued: 34 certificates of occupancy, 2 temporary certificates of occupancy, 1 temporary access certificate, 10 zoning permits, 8 permit applications were sent to CEA for review, 5 residential building permits were received back from CEA and processed, 3 commercial building permits were received back from CEA and processed, and 12 violations were issued. A copy of the department report for May 2026 is available at the Borough Building during normal operating business hours. Additionally, I'd like to provide an update on the White Oak and South for Sales Joint Comprehensive Planning and Zoning Project, for which we received a Municipal Assistance Program grant. The community survey, which people may be aware of, was posted online. That has now closed. We've received more than 400 responses on that. And based on the responses that we've received, the draft of the comprehensive plan is underway. The steering committee meets the 2nd Wednesday of the month at the Borough Building at 6 p.m. but given the amount of work that we have scheduled an extra meeting. Our next meeting is Wednesday, July 1st at 6 p.m. And then we also have our normal meeting on Wednesday, July 8th at 6 p.m. The two motions that I have to approve pay requests to environmental planning and design, I would like to move to table both of those motions.
I mean, if there's no objection, it can be handled in one. Unless somebody wants to vote separately on them.
So I'll make a motion to table both number 3 and 4 on the agenda.
Yeah, I was talking about.
I'm sorry, I can't make a motion. You should do it.
I did.
She made it, I'm sorry, you're right. Second, question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Sorry about that. Oh, and that concludes my report, President Schroeder. Thank you.
Thank you, Minota. Public safety with Mr. Brian Dingfeld.
Just like to announce that the MASD DARE graduation occurred on May 15th. That was the 30th year for the program and the 4th year for Officer Markel Fontaine as part of it. I'd also like to thank a couple of our police officers and our EMS members. A White Oak Parade attendee on Memorial Day had some issues near the end of the parade, and our police officers noticed quick enough to get out of their cars and get to that person, get them to EMS, and I'd like to thank them for their service there. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Ken. Public Works and Grounds, Mr. George Van Buckles.
Thank you, Lori. The month of May, we used approximately 1,120 man hours. Highlights were 197 man hours using our brush hog, 138 hours maintaining the pool, 300 hours mowing grass at the parks, WOAA and at Henderson, 64 hours chipping scrap at our residents' homes, and miscellaneous is what's left over. The entire May report is available for viewing during our regular working hours. I do have a motion. I motion to award the bid to Tresco Paving Corporation in the amount of $543,375 for the base bid for the 2026 Borough Paving Program, which includes the paving of Oliver Drive and defined segments of Center Street Extension as recommended by our borough engineer, and authorize the president and borough manager to execute the contract on behalf of the borough. That is a motion.
Thank you, George.
Second.
Second, questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. See you next time, George.
Oh, I'm sorry, that concludes my report.
That's good. Thank you. I need a motion to accept the tax collector's reports and pay the commissions and fee due for May 2026.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. Engineers report with Amber Yuan.
Thank you, President Schroeder. Good evening, Council. NER continues to support the borough's engineering and infrastructure needs, and there are 3 specific items within my report that I would like to briefly mention this evening. The first item is the payment of MERN Incorporated's pay application number 1. Penn E&R reviewed and tabulated project quantities and verified and approved this invoice, and it was a successful motion this evening. The second item is the recommendation to award the base bid for the 2026 paving program and storm sewer repair project to Tresco Paving Corporation. Penn E&R reviewed and tabulated their bid. Their bid is consistent with the engineer's estimate, and we recommended award, and it was a successful motion this evening. And the last item that I'd like to mention on my report is the resolution needed to submit the paperwork associated with the Veterans Memorial Grant application. We are assisting the borough in the preparation and submission of this application, and you will see this item on tonight's agenda further down the line. Are there any questions, council, on my report tonight? Okay, I thank you.
Amber? Need a motion to accept the engineer's report?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. Solicitor's report.
Yes, Madam President, I have 5 resolutions for consideration by council. The first is Resolution 2026-23 relating to refund of certain property taxes.
Someone to make a motion to pass resolution 2026-23.
So moved.
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
The second item is Resolution number 2026-24 relating to the acquisition and disposition of certain vacant properties on Pond Way through the county's vacant property recovery program.
I need a motion to pass resolution 2026-24.
So moved.
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
The next item is
Motion passed. Sorry.
I'm jumping the gun, I apologize. Resolution number 2026-25 is also a resolution relating to acquisition and disposition of vacant properties on Bridgeview Street rear through the county's vacant property program. Vacant property recovery program.
I need a motion to approve resolution 2026-25.
So second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Next is Resolution 2026-26, which is a resolution authorizing paperwork and agreements related to grant requests for the Veterans Memorial Development Project.
I need a motion to approve resolution 2026-26.
So moved.
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
The final resolution is number 2026-27, related to approval of provisional membership in the Municipal Risk Management and Workers' Compensation Trust.
I need a motion to approve resolution 2026-27.
Can I move to table that resolution?
Second.
So, question on the motion to table? All in favor to table?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion to table passed.
That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Bob. Do you have any new business? Do we have any old business? Okay. An announcement. Our next meeting will be July 16th, 2026, 6:45 council workshop meeting. July 20th, 2026, 6:45 council workshop meeting. And 7:30 PM that same evening, council meeting. Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
No second?
Second.